Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Tuesday. It's Monday. The holidays got me crazy. It's our Monday evening community call, and we get together every Monday night to share updates from the company, to celebrate people, to do trainings. But this week is a little different. It's a very, very special time for those of us in the US. This holiday is a very big deal. It is for many people their favorite holiday of the whole year because there's nothing but gratitude. So over the years that Gregory and I have worked together, which is a lot, uh, we've started offering, this time to really get together as a community and share our gratitudes. So we want to open things up for all of you, and please feel free to either raise your hand or put a note in the chat when you're ready and want to
Yeah,
share
raising their
with
hand would be
anyone.
the best,
And now
Robin. That would
there's
be the
Ruby. That's
easiest
our
way to
third.
find
I
them.
can't hear you, Gregory.
Okay, raising your hand would be the best
Gregory, I
way.
still can't hear you. Oh,
Okay.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you,
we
but
can
you
hear
may not
you, but
hear
you
us.
Now I can.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Great.
And
So if you'd like to share a gratitude, raise your hand, and then we'll be able to take notice of whose hands are
will you
raised.
explain to people how to raise their hand?
Why don't you?
I'm actually not sure. Let's do comments in the chat. And if you want to share a gratitude, put your name in Q&A and we will unmute you. We're not able to have you on video, unfortunately, with the webinar format as much as we'd love to. It's just kind of complicated. And so let me turn this off. All right. So please, in the Q&A, say that you're ready to share gratitude. Then we'll unmute your phone and let you speak, because we would love to hear from lots and lots and lots of you this evening. So let's see if there's anything we want to start out from. We have a lot of people.
He'd like to share, so I think I'm trying to
Oh,
promote you, Harris.
Harris. Okay, great. We're going to
panelist.
start it off with Harris. Wonderful.
Let's see if we can hear you. Go ahead and speak up.
Hi, this is Harris.
Hey, Harris.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, well, thank you for allowing me to share. I'm thankful and grateful for being as part of LifeWave because I've rediscovered my life. And over the last 7 years, I had progressive numbness and tingling in my feet and legs, and got to the point where I felt like I was walking on sponges and I couldn't feel the cold of the tile floor. And then when I would drive, I couldn't feel the brake pedal or the gas pedal. And my balance got so bad that I thought actually that I was going to have to start using a walker to walk. And that's actually when I received the call from my upline person. His name is Irene. She's not with us tonight. And she told me about another one of our friends who was taking the X39 patch and had her pain relief. And I said, well, I don't have any pain. And I said, well, what's the patch having? And she says, well, it stimulates your stem cells. Well, I'm a physician and I've been studying stem cells for 20 years. So I knew all about how stem cells work. And I said, well, I'll give it a try. So I ordered the patches for my wife and I. And, I started putting them on every night. And 2 weeks went by and I didn't notice anything. And then one day I woke up in the morning and it felt different. My numbness and tingling, it just felt different. I thought, oh, I'm just, making it up type of thing. And I didn't really believe that it was real. And then over the course of the next 4 days, it just kept changing. And then I was walking on the bare tile and I could feel it cold again. So the sponges were gone and I could feel the cold tile. And then a week ago, this past Sunday, I went for a 3-mile walk with my dogs, and I had complete feeling and balance when I walked. And it's continued to improve this whole week. So as of now, it's been 2 weeks since it started, improving. And now I have no numbness and tingling in my feet or ankles again anymore.
Wow, that's so wonderful, Harris. Yay, so, Dr. Harris.
Well, when I I listened to, I think, Dr. Karen, and she had said that in terms of the systems that the stem cells prioritize, said the immune system, the nervous system, and then the GI system, because it has so much immune cells in it. And, you know, the stem cells went and did what they were meant to do. And I'm so excited when I've already shared this with over 20 people. And they said, God, we can't believe the excitement in your voice. And we can tell how excited you are. So actually, as of today, I'm a manager.
Oh, congratulations. That's
Congratulations.
fabulous.
Great job.
Okay, thank you, Harris, so much. And we have Barry who wants to share next, and then we'll have Marilyn. And apparently we've had some people in the chat saying there's a little thing at the bottom of the page with a hand, and it says raise hand. And then we also have an icon display so participant can click on it to raise hand. So we don't have it on our screen, but you have it on yours. So please raise your hand, and then we'll call on you in order that we see them. So right now it's Barry, and then Marilyn will be next. So Barry, I've unmuted you. Is it Gayla or Barry?
It's Barry.
Hi,
Hello, Barry. Hello, Gayla. Hello,
Gayla,
both of you.
I'm here too.
we don't know if we'll get her to say anything or not.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to really express gratitude for the X39 patch, especially. It just completely turned my health around. I'm 78. I've been in the natural healing field since 1970 and probably done almost any modality you can imagine. And
He's a homeopathist and a biophysicist and many things.
and using the patch,
Oops.
You're there.
Where'd you go, Barry?
oh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
now we can. We lost you for a second there.
I think the internet cut me off.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing that happened for me actually was my GI system. I won't go into the details, but I went from a 34 to a 32, and
Around his waist.
around my waist. And you know, people think when you have a belly you're fat, but actually a lot of the times it's actually inflammation. And what happened was the patch took away all the inflammation. And then it just continually healed a number of other problems, some of which I didn't realize were serious until they got better. And so now I feel like I'm a whole new person.
Isn't that wonderful?
And it's a lot easier to live with him this whole
Thank you, Gayla. Well, we're very happy for you, Barry, and it just keeps getting better over time, better and better. So let's see, Marilyn, I think you're next, and you should be able to speak. Can you hear us? Let's see, where did you go? Marilyn, can you hear us? Why don't you speak? I did unmute you. Okay, let's see who's next. Marilyn is, okay, Gregory made you the co-host, so you should be able to speak. If you unmute your line, make sure your microphone is unmuted. We still can't hear you or see you. All right, maybe we'll come back to you, Marilyn. Okay, and I heard that, oh, I clicked it by accident on my computer, can't talk, sorry. Okay, well, maybe you can write it down for us. And in the Facebook group, Anne Moreau has a powerful story. And I don't, you know, unless you're live with us on the call in, we can't hear you. So you can either write it and we can translate it over and read it. But we can't hear you if you're just on Facebook. So if you go to liveyoungerzoom.com, then we can hear your lovely voice. Okay, who wants to go next? I'm not seeing.
Bob, I think Ann Heiser might be on with us now. Ann, can you hear us okay? You can unmute yourself.
Hi there, how are you?
Hello, my dear.
What is this testimonial time?
Well, we're sharing gratitudes.
Oh.
Whatever you're grateful for, my dear, and it could be the business, the products, or anything else.
I am truly grateful for my little dog, whom the products help so much. And thank you for the person who told us that the Eon patch helps with the gurgly stomach. Because the other night he had such a squeaky stomach and he was like shivering and he was very uncomfortable. And so I thought, let me just try that. And I put the patch between him and the bed. And within 30 minutes, he was sleeping soundly, no more gurgling in his tummy.
Oh
Beautiful.
my goodness. Isn't it wonderful we can help our non-human friends of
Mm.
all sorts? That's
You
beautiful.
know, Robin, I'd like to share a gratitude, you know.
Oh, please.
Yeah, and just, you know, I am just so grateful that we finally found David Schmidt and LifeWave and each and every one of you, because this was really an answer to a prayer. As you know, Robin says, we kissed a lot of frogs. I said we drilled a lot of dry holes, but you know, we were looking for a place to call home. And we've dragged a few of our friends through a few briar patches too, you know, and you know, we got sold at the opportunity meeting and it didn't turn out to be what we thought it was. And I think that's why a lot of people get soured on network marketing, because it's not easy to walk the talk and to fulfill the promises. But, you know, what we found here with LifeWave is truly, you know, for many once in a lifetime opportunity, you know, to really make a difference in people's lives and to be well compensated for it. We're building community, we're building immunity, we're building opportunity. You know, it just, you know, this is truly, as Robin, you like to say, this is a networker's dream come true. And, you know, we're certifiably unemployable network marketers. I've been doing it for 32 years, Robin over 20 years. We love the profession. And most of our experience has been in marketing cutting edge, you know, health products. And you know, what David has come up with, you know, X39 and all the other wonderful family of products that we have is like nothing I've ever seen. And, you know, personally, I think David ought to be nominated for a Nobel Prize for what he's created here. And Robin and I wake up every morning just so grateful for each and every one of you, for, you know, the patches we take off in the morning and the new ones we put on during the day. And, you know, I mean, we're products of the product and growing younger day by day, month by month, year by year. So I'm just, my heart's overflowing with gratitude this year for LifeWave, David Schmidt, X39, and each and every one of you in our LifeWave Live Younger community.
Hmm. Thank you, Gregory.
Yeah, thank you, Robin.
Thank my left knee. I think it was Ron Raven says we need to bronze your left knee. It wouldn't bend that well if we did, but I don't see anyone else with you. Oh, Lois, we're ready to have you talk, Lois. Okay, you should be able to talk now.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, we can.
Well, I just had to say, I just listening to Gregory, you almost said everything I wanted to say, but first of all, I got to say I'm grateful for LifeWave and for David Schmidt, our CEO, and for this amazing opportunity and products. Because with X39, I have almost no back and hip pain anymore, and many other things good things have happened to me with my health. It's given me back my life. And I also am very grateful for my wonderful support team. You, Robin, Gregory, Judy, Zena, and of course my amazing team. This has just been such a good journey, and we're only getting started. I know for me, I'm only getting started, and I'm very excited. And I want to thank everyone for all your help and just for this, just to be able to be part of this wonderful community. Thank you all so very much.
That's beautiful, Lois. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And before we get the next person to share, and I'm excited to hear who Shalom Dove is, Ravel put in the chat, and I want to make sure everyone hears this. 100% thank you. We're building community, immunity, opportunity. And
You
she's
know, with the
quoting-
first, you heard it here tonight.
as a quote from Gregory. So that's
That's
so
right.
beautiful. So beautiful. And yes, we do agree that David Schmidt deserves a Nobel Prize. So let's go to Shalom Day, Shalom Dove. And who is this wonderful being? You should be able to talk now. Let's see here. Okay, make sure your your microphone's off mute. Okay. Oh, I need to ask you to unmute because your line is muted. Okay. Well, we're going to move on and come back to you. Okay, so I think Teresa's available. So Teresa, you're next. Okay,
Hi, I wanted to make sure I was unmuted.
you are. You are. Thank you. Great to have you.
I am so grateful to Darlene Clayholz for inviting Don and I, my partner, to her home about a year and a half ago and introducing us to, actually it's only been about 15 months ago, inviting us to her home and introducing us to the product, thinking that it was going to help Don and his back. It has helped his back, but it's also changed my life. And having the tremendous friendship that has just gotten better with her and getting acquainted with Karen and you, Robin and Gregory, has just been a true blessing. And I just want to thank you so much for the fact that you prove that you really, truly care about each and every one of us, especially me for right now. Thank you. I appreciate you very much.
Thank you, Teresa. And I know you're in a challenging time right now, and these patches are going to really help, really, really help. And you've had an amazing personal story also, and now your partner Don's going to have one too. Okay.
Another one.
Yes. Okay. So Michelle, your hand is up next. So if you want to share, we would love to hear from as many of you as possible. Please raise your hand and we'll call on you. Okay. Let's see what happened to Michelle.
I hear you
Oh,
now,
right.
Michelle.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, yay. Oh, awesome. I'm glad I had a chance. So, oh my gosh, where do you begin? I don't know how long we're going to have this call tonight, but I think a lot of people want to share. So first, and physically I do pretty well. I'm 59, I'm very healthy, but I will say I've noticed that just little aches and pains are just not a part of my life anymore. It doesn't matter if I'm, working out extra hard or doing extra, calisthenics or, hikes or whatever. I'm just not noticing the aches and pains in my body. But I want to speak about the business and about we having the best leaders in the industry. And I know that there's a lot of hands clapping right now. I mean, Robin and Gregory, we adore you. We admire and respect you. We are so blessed to have you with your multiple years of experience and your heart-centered leadership. I have done several network marketing businesses, and I have never, ever been in a community with this much love, this much wisdom, this much experience, this much support. And to be in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves, there is nothing like it. And we get to every day, we get to hear, as Robin says, as I've said many times, we get to hear miracles every day. How many people are working jobs where they hear miracles every day? And then to be able to choose the people that you work with. I love that part of network marketing, and I love the people I'm working with. I love supporting my team. And I will finish by saying, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And yes, it's network marketing and we're working, but it is so much fun. And I've never had this much fun and this much support. And so thank you. Thank you, Robin and Gregory and my team.
Yeah.
Let that one in, Gregory.
Along the way. You're definitely a light, a bright light in the community. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're so blessed to have all of you in this community because, Gregory said to me years ago, people enter from one of three doors, either through the product, the opportunity, or the community, and then fall in love with the other two. And it's so true. And the community, I believe, especially in times like we're going through right now that are really challenging, having each other to link arms and go through whatever we're going through makes whatever it is easier. So the community is really important. Okay, so who is next that wants to speak? Raise your hand, or let's look in the chat and see if there's anything. That was so beautiful, Michelle. I've started to cry. So thank you. Let's see.
Looks like Tim would like to share.
Tim, great. Are you making that available?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Tim, are you there? Can you hear us?
He's muted. So please unmute so we can hear you.
There we go.
There we
Now
go.
can you hear
There
me?
we go.
All right. So everything has been said really, but I just wanted to say it again through my own words that I have been around a lot of these network marketing opportunities, and they've all been good in their own way. But it's like finally, if you stick around long enough, something like this comes along where the people that we got involved with know so much about the business and use their words through their hearts to speak to people.
Mhm.
And people who get into some sort of health business, and I was in one for 35 years, you get used to helping people. And when I wasn't doing that, all of a sudden it took a while to find a way to fit what I do and say into this business, and I found it, and it's really great. It's something to be thankful for every day. And so thank you.
Thank you, Tim. And I know that you've watched your wife for all these years be a professional in network marketing, and you were on the sidelines, and now you're full in, and we're so happy. And so I think Molly is next. Molly, you're unmuted.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I think I've been with the company about 4 months now, and I came in with Connie Lucas, and that's one of the things I wanted to be able to tell people, that I'm so thankful for Connie. I've been with her even with a previous company, and she is such an inspiration and a great mentor. And she's a very caring person as well. So I really appreciate that. And the fact that she researches what she presents to you, and she makes sure that she has viable things, and she helps you with every step of the way. And then she's plugged me into this wonderful group as well. And I truly appreciate you two, how much you just dedicate your time and effort into helping others to be able to help others as well. So just really appreciate it. And I just think you're all beautiful people. And I enjoy the fact that this has been improving my health as well. I've had a lot of struggles through the years, and I just feel so much better now that I'm with this, and I feel improvements every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly. Yes, Connie is a great one, isn't she?
Oh, yes.
We'd love Connie to come on board and say hello. Connie, would you like to share something? I can unmute you. Connie, are you available to share?
I am available. I just got to get where it's a little bit quieter.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So yes, thank you, Molly. I'm blushing. That's very sweet. Really, I love what Michelle said, and listening to everybody's stories. Like Michelle, I didn't come into this for my own challenges, but every day we see the miracles. I'm very grateful to my sponsor, Harris, for introducing me to you, both of you, and just for the fact that I get this wonderful team to work with. I have so much fun. My husband keeps teasing me that I'm not working my other business anymore at all, which happens to be a hair salon. And he's like, "What do you mean you're coming home early?" I'm like, "Oh, I got more fun things to do with LifeWave." So you get caught up in it. And sometimes those of us, I have a big team of wonderful, caring people who are very product oriented, who are really there, not for the compensation, but they're there to change other people's lives. And we've had some discussions recently around the fact that you don't know, to Gregory's point, what door somebody's going to come in, and they may not think that they need this product, and they may not look at it, but they may look at the opportunity. And by them doing the business, it's going to change their lives. But more importantly, all the people they bring in are going to change lives, and tens of thousands of more people will be helped because you actually brought somebody in to look at the business and didn't just bring somebody in for the product. So there's, it's just so multifaceted that I'm really grateful for this community. And again, I have said the two of you are like a dream come true for an upline. And so thank you so much.
Thank you. And I've never been in all the businesses I've been in, and I hate to say there's more than I'd like to say, is I've never experienced a community like the one we have here with LifeWave. And maybe it's because we're marketing light therapy. It's attracting people attracted to light, but I don't know. This is the most beautiful community I've ever been in. And Gregory and I love community. So thank you, Connie. That was beautiful. And you're bringing on such wonderful people. And as Gregory says, it's a caring and sharing business. So who's next? I don't see any hands raised. You want to raise? Wendy, we'd love to hear from you. Would you like to speak?
Hi.
Hello.
These calls always make me cry. I'm very grateful Helen convinced me to trust her again, and I tried the patches. There's one more thing. Now what? And it changed everything. Within 2 months, I actually traveled from Kansas City to Denver, which I had not been able to do in over 15 years. And I got to meet you too. And you were so welcoming and so loving. Oh my God. So it's changed my life, and I'm still kind of plugging away to figure out the business end, but I'll tell you what, I am one customer that is just, I'm in it, man. It's just got to change everything. I'm more up than I am down. I can garden, I can cook. I don't spend all day in bed with an ice pack. It just changed everything. So as the body keeps getting better, I think this year the brain's going to start regenerating, and I'll start using it more and getting it trained. But yeah, I love everybody.
We love you.
Love you, Wendy.
Wendy's one of those amazing miracle stories who had so many intense limitations from an accident from 15 years ago. She even wrote a book about navigating the system, and her spirit is indomitable, and she is just had amazing experience with the products, and she's able to do things she wasn't able to do, and we're so thrilled that you're just with us in our community and getting better and better and better. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, you are a gift to all of us, my dear. What a blessing. Okay, Stacy would like to share. And you are unmuted, Stacy.
Hi.
Hi, Stacy.
Okay, so I am nervous. I'm just very, very grateful that 2 days out from me getting a stem cell shot in my foot, I was talking to my dad, and then he introduced me to Mike Slagle. And I was on a 3-way call, and Mike introduced me to the X39. So instead of paying thousands of dollars, I decided to try this. It's after 90 days, if it doesn't work, get your money back. So it's a win-win situation. And I could barely walk. I couldn't stand up for more than 2 minutes at a time. And I was just crying every day and just praying for a miracle. And so I ordered the patches, and the first 2 weeks I didn't tell anybody because I knew something was happening, but I'm like, this has got to be placebo. it's just too good to be true. So after 2 weeks, I kept talking to Mike. I think I talked to Mike every single day. And then I started talking to people and sharing with people what was happening with me. And it's been 5.5 months now. And I'm walking, I'm exercising, and I feel like I have my life back. And I'm doing the business slow, but I'm learning. This is the first network marketing that I've actually had success in. And just, it's little for me, but it's successful to me. And then me being able to see you all, because when I first got into this on the calls, there wasn't Zoom. So I'm actually glad that there's Zoom, because I feel like I know you, Gregory, and Robin, and Michelle. Michelle is just a gem. She helps me so much, and I feel like she's just not on my team, but she is a friend. And Helen Peak, y'all are just amazing, and I thank God for each one of you.
So much to be grateful for. Thank you, Stacy. We love and appreciate you too. So, it's a mutual appreciation society, and, having that attitude of gratitude. I was just thinking it increases your altitude, gratitude, and it's just a wonderful spiritual virtue. Being grateful for what we have, for the challenges, the trials, the tribulations, the blessings, the opportunities, the friends, and for Zoom, where we get to see and get to know each other. We're not just voices, we're faces. So when we finally do get together, we'll be able to give big hugs and see each other in the hall and see each other on the beaches, and we know each other. So it's very special to have this all coming together so wonderfully. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
And let's see, Marilyn, I unmuted you again. See if you can talk now. We'd love to hear from you. Are you unmuted? Okay, I guess we don't get to hear your voice, but you can write your share in the group. And we have a lot of our leaders on, and we love hearing from everybody. So who wants to speak next? Raise your
hand.
hand.
For a few more. We've been a little over a half hour. We want to be respectful of everyone's time, but if there's a 2-3 more that would like to share, we'd love to hear from you. And sorry, Marilyn, I see it says it won't work. Sorry. Well, God bless you. We're glad you're there, and we're feeling you, even though we're not hearing you.
Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to share my gratitude if I don't cry. Let's see if I can do it.
All right. Well, that didn't work. Yeah.
It helps if you look up when you get too emotional. You know my story, and we didn't have to pay that $12,500 for an injection in my knee. And we got the call from Kai Jacobson. So Gregory, you can talk for a little bit.
Well, that was a pretty auspicious time, because we're pretty close to making that decision, because Robin, didn't want to go with the knee replacement and was looking at stem cells, and we got that auspicious call from Kai Jacobson, a longtime friend, fellow networker, one of the founding distributors with LifeWave many years ago, 15, 16 years ago. And he just mentioned the word stem cell patch, and Robin says, "How quick can I get it?" He caught my attention when he told me that his check had quadrupled in the last 2 months. And I went, "Really?" So that got my attention, but it was the stem cell patch really got Robin's attention. And 7 days after she put it on the back of her neck, her knee stopped hurting. So go figure, and so, wow.
Yeah. So then, because Kai wasn't active, he kept his position active for 15 years, but he wasn't active in the business. And when he said his check tripled from $4,000 to $12,000 a month, we kind of went, okay. But he gave our sponsorship. At the time, it was just me because Gregory was in another project, to Dr. Nicholas and Dr. Joan. And none of us knew each other. And Dr. Nicholas was the one that was most active in the business part. Dr. Joan is behind the scenes doing the business. And everyone knows Dr. Nicholas. Well, he's our sponsor. And I was on the phone with him 3 to 5 times a day doing 3-way calls, and got an amazing education. And, I was talking to Gregory the other day about how to educate people with the patches. I mean, there's all these advanced protocols and things you can learn, but truly, we've got to keep it really simple. And Dr. Nicholas really helped me a lot. And I think Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard on the call the other night did a great job. We're not treating a disease. We're giving the body what it needs. So Dr. Nicholas really helped me understand the patches, and that video I did with him, because I wanted to learn more about the patches, has had like 12,000 views on YouTube. It's crazy because I think everyone wants to learn, but basically X39 eon and glutathione is for everything. Whatever state you're in. And if you have pain, add IceWave, but all 4 of those patches help with pain. Dr. Nicholas was so patient with me and so wonderful. And I wasn't trying to build a business. I was a customer. So I love that he calls me his best customer ever. And that's one of my favorite nicknames. And then, I started sharing with people I love and care about. I wasn't trying to build a business. I just wanted to help people. And then they did the same thing. And now we have this amazing community, each and every one of you that we get to meet and work with. We're so grateful. I mean, this is a very, very special group. It's not just a business. This is so much more. And, Gregory and I are incredibly grateful for the business. We had been looking for a business. We were having some pretty significant financial challenges. When we started, I mean, it was a stretch for us to get a bronze package. And it wasn't that long ago, everyone. So I hope everyone hears that. And now we're so grateful that we get to share, abundantly with so many. And, gratitude to David Schmidt. A privilege and an honor that we get to share this, historic breakthrough technology with the world. Most people don't know it exists. So there's no perfect company out there, and LifeWave is in its hyper growth right now, and they're so responsive and receptive to our input. And behind the scenes, we're fighting for you guys. We're working on lots of things we never talk about, but we want to make it easier and easier. And they've been really, really responsive. Not always as fast as we want. And they're wonderful because they're coming from the right place. They're coming from their heart, and they're coming from caring to do the right thing for everybody. So there's so much to be grateful for. And I could go on and on and on. Let's see if there's anyone else that wants to close it up for us.
To share, so we're going to allow her to speak.
Robin? Okay. Robin, you are on.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. I am so blessed by the opportunity to even know about LifeWave. The health benefits have been dramatic for me and my family and the people that I'm sharing this with. And I find that every day I am grateful for the opportunity to just even know about it, but also to be able to start sharing it with other people and to expand the impact that this product can have on people. And in a good situation, it would be wonderful to share. But in this situation that we have, which is so unique and so challenging, people need this more than ever. And they need the opportunity, but they also need the product. And we are so blessed to be able to share this with people. I am so grateful for that opportunity, and also for the team that we have here. It is a heartfelt team. It is a pure team. It is a team that is, genuine, and that is so so unique also in certain arenas. Like I think we have the best team ever here. So I just am grateful for you guys, and thank you so much for being so wonderful every day, so consistently awesome.
Thank you, Robin. And Angel, did you want to speak? Angel Cowgirl? There you go.
Hi there.
Hey there.
How are you?
We are well, so well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your shares. We just really appreciate the hearing because every result that you may be experiencing, we might have somebody around us that is experiencing exactly what you are. And then we can say, hey, we just heard about this person. And it opens up the door for hope for so many people who are having so many different levels of health things going on right now. And personally, I just really wanted to say thank you again. Some of you have heard that my husky has rebounded from a snake bite in June. He's back on his feet. He's walking about 4 times what he was. And it's been mostly with the X39. I added a little bit of Eon for some inflammation, but he's doing spectacularly well. For myself, I had some shoulder stuff going on, some tissue that I could tell there was some short circuiting in there going on. And I was unable to do my yoga push-ups, which anyone that does yoga, it's like, that's a big part of it. So then over a course of the first 4 days of wearing these patches, I felt a bunch of stuff coming out of my shoulders. So if you ever experience that with your customers and your members where they say, actually, I'm feeling a lot of stuff right now, what does this mean? You can share, hey, this stuff has to lift out of your body. And sometimes you very much notice it as it's going. And then by the 5th day, it was gone and I haven't had it since. And then I have a very personal guest that I want to share his own message for you all. It's my mate, Mr. BJ Bronstad.
Hey, Gregory, Robin, how you guys doing?
Hey, BJ. Great.
Hi, BJ.
All right. So Gregory and Robin obviously are wonderful, and we want to first start off by just how grateful we are to you guys for everything you do and just how amazing you are as leaders. And we're just really blessed to be a part of your team. And, you know, when I read the email that was talking about Robin's experience with her knee, it really hit home because at the time, you know, I'm a United States Marine. I have spent 32 years of having daily knee pain to the point where I almost couldn't walk. I couldn't sleep at night because the pain would be throbbing. I just had it x-rayed in April. The orthopedic surgeon was talking bone on bone. No cartilage, no meniscus, nothing. It was all gone. And it was nothing but bone spurs. And they were talking about a complete knee replacement. And I received an email 2 days later, and it happened to be from Gregory and Robin talking about X39. Decided to take a chance, and thanks to Gregory and Robin and for sharing X39 with me. In 3 days, my knee pain was not only gone, but the knee brace I wore for 32 years, multiples of them, I haven't put a single knee brace on me since we started the X39.
Wow.
Yay.
That's amazing. That's wonderful, BJ. Congratulations.
Thanks. And the last piece was I had, I'm a little bit of a adventurist. I rode a motorcycle in Minneapolis, downtown Minneapolis, and a woman was texting and she pulled in front of me. And I had to lay the bike down and it broke my right leg and it further damaged that knee. But not only that, I had to have my shoulder orthopedically sewn back together because it had damaged the rotator cuff so bad that it almost pulled it all the way off. After that recovery period and exercise and everything else, my range of motion was at about 60% on my right side. Since using the patch, a positive side effect that I didn't even expect, I was just focused on my knee. All of a sudden, I found that my rotation on my right side is all the way back up to about 90-95%. So,
yay! How wonderful is that?
Yeah. So this stuff is just incredible. And again, I can't say enough to David for creating and listening to his divine guidance and to just the incredible team that is part of that Live Younger and part of what you guys have created here. And so we're just blessed to be a part of it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Garcon is huffing and puffing in the background, and that's how he always says thank you. So he appreciates David and all of you too.
Okay, well, I don't see any more hands up. And we want to thank you all for taking the time to share your gratitudes. This is a time of gratitude. Every day is a day of gratitude. And like Gregory said, we every single day feel blessed and grateful that we have LifeWave and we have you. And we get to share this with the world and change people's lives. So shifting gears, just a little bit about the week, because it's a little different week. We will have our call tomorrow night, the introduction to LifeWave and X39 with Dr. Barbara Jennings. And then on Wednesday, Dr. Nicholas's call is on holiday. So there will be no Dr. Nicholas call. And then our Thursday morning chat is on Thanksgiving morning. So we're going to take a break on Thursday morning. So that's our announcements for the weekend. What else, Gregory?
You know, just an expression of gratitude. This is and you know, sharing your gratitude, and you know, if you got a story of your own, maybe you share it at Thanksgiving. If you got a story you heard that touched your heart, maybe you're going to share it at Thanksgiving. I think this is an opportunity to, you know, pique people's interest. You know, tactfully as we're sitting around the dining room table, hopefully with a few close friends and family. I know we've cut back from 20 people last year to, I think there's 6 or 7 of us this year, just our closest children and, you know, here local going to be with us. But, you know, we wish you all the best in this Thanksgiving week and Thanksgiving holiday here in the US, and the same to our Canadians and folks all over the world. We just have so much to be grateful for. So thank you for being with us here tonight and for being on this journey together with us.
Okay.